Soy el hijo de Pablo Escobar Gaviria.
Inútiles. Debería matarlos a todos.
Sobre pocos hombres se escribió y dijo tanto como sobre mi padre, pero nunca antes alguien contó lo que se
Prisoner, locked up, can't get you off my mind, Lord knows I tried a million times. Oh, why can't you just let me go? Strung out on a feeling, my hands are tied, your face on my ceiling, I fantasize, oh, I can't control it, I try to replace it with city lights, I'll never escape it, I need the high, oh, I can't control it, oh, you keep making it harder to stay, but I still can't run away, I gotta know why can't you just let me go? Prisoner, locked up, can't get you off my mind, Lord knows I tried a million times, oh, why can't you just let me go? Prisoner, locked up, can't get you off my mind, Lord knows I tried a million times, oh, why can't you just let me go? I tasted heaven, now I can't live without it, I can forget you when your love is the loudest, oh, I can't control it, you keep making it harder to stay, but I still can't run away, I gotta know why can't you just let me go? Prisoner, locked up, can't get you off my mind, Lord knows I tried a million times, oh, why can't you just let me go? Prisoner, locked up, can't get you off my mind, Lord knows I tried a million times, oh, why can't you just let me go?
I'll try and continue. I'm not sure what's going on. I have to make do with the storage. Can't go spending all my money on a new phone, so I'll make do with this 10-year-old technology, and as promised, I'll read a verse. I'll try and keep it short. Psalms 88. Loved one and friend, you have Right, well, I'll try and continue. I'm not sure what's going on. I have to make do with the storage. Can't go spending all my money on a new phone, so I'll make do with this 10-year-old technology, and as promised, I'll read a verse. I'll try and keep it short. Psalms 88. Loved one and friend, you have... Right, well, I'll try and continue. I'm not sure what's going on. Well. It's not every day that you make a claim such as I'm about to make. And like always, I didn't wake up expecting to do this. It just kind of landed. And I believe it's time, in order to bring peace to Australia, to the United Kingdom, to the Commonwealth, to the United States. Well. It's not every day that you make a claim such as I'm about to make. It's not every day that you make a claim such as I'm about to make. And like always, I didn't wake up expecting to do this. It just kind of landed. And I believe it's time in order to bring peace to Australia, to the United Kingdom, to the Commonwealth, to the United States. Well. It's not every day that you make a claim such as I'm about to make. And like always, I didn't wake up expecting to do this. It just kind of landed. And I believe it's time in order to bring peace to Australia, the United Kingdom, the United States. And like always, I didn't wake up expecting to do this. It just kind of landed. And I believe it's time in order to bring peace to Australia, to the United Kingdom, Commonwealth, to the United States. Well. It's not every day that you make a claim such as I'm about to make.
First off, I have to say, I don't have it. Any legal training or education. This is merely me trying to think out loud. think my way through the law, which I've had very little education from, about in my public education in Western Australia. But as a constitutional monarchy in this country, and this is, I'm just reading about the police officers in Western Australia who are receiving disciplinary action for refusing to be vaccinated under a mandate that was put into law by the West Australian state government under Mark McGowan. How, when the head of this country is King Charles in England, who is subject to the laws of the United Kingdom, to which there is a Health Act that claims, established in 1984, that makes it illegal to create a mandate for pharmaceutical intervention. So the King being subject to the laws of the UK and then being the head of state in Australia, how on earth did a state premier gain authority that seems to circumvent the hierarchical structure of our constitution? How does he discipline police officers who, we go one step further, police officers were responsible for policing the laws that the state premier introduced during this period? Now, I'm also reading about I haven't got it with me, I wish I had a little bit better of a read. There are laws that prevent this type of thing, like actually prevent a police force being created to, like, do you understand what I'm saying? This seems like I as an Australian, I follow the lead of my father and his 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 father before him. I'm loyal to the King of England, considering I still live in a country that is a constitutional monarchy. There is no way that I would consider any type of mandate that would be illegal if the King of England did it himself, or would be illegal if it was imposed onto the King of England. How does the lowly position of state premier elevate himself to that lofty position to not just create a law that is illegal in the home country of our monarch, but create and perpetuate a police force that is dismissed and is now disciplining members that didn't participate in what I see a legal application of law. But, like, I'm gonna right after this, I'm gonna put this page about the law regarding creating police force, because I just see this as the most dangerous precedent we can imagine. Basically, as soon as I, as a West Australian individual, was stopped at a road blockage with both Australian Defence Force there and Australian Police Force there, that was the moment where I've had my antenna up going, something's not right. Something is very, 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 very wrong here. And just my train of thought. I'll link one of the police officers that is currently getting disciplinary action right now. I think I'll link this to him and see if they've gone down this path. I'm just looking around and having a look at things, but I find it very hard to believe that a state premier can issue a law that even the King of England himself would not legally be able to do. So, who knows? Alrighty, so first off, I'll have to say I don't have any legal training. Alrighty, so first off, I'll have to say I don't have any legal training or education. This is merely me trying to think out loud, think my way through the law, which I've had very little education from.
I've always been the one to say the first goodbye. Had to love and lose 100,000,000 times. Had to get it wrong to know just what I like. Now I'm falling. You say my name like I have never heard before. I'm indecisive, but this time I know for sure. I hope I'm not the only one that feels it all. Are you falling? Center of attention, you know you can get whatever you want from me. Whenever you want it, baby. It's you and my reflection. I'm afraid of all the things it could do to me. If I would've known it, baby, I would've stayed at home. 'Cause I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should've stayed at home. 'Cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? Oh no, I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should've stayed at home. 'Cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? I wonder when you go if I stay on your mind. Two can play that game, but you win me every time. Everyone before you was a waste of time. Hey, you got me.
West Australia, you will find this opinion piece written by Laura Newell. That's right, an opinion piece. She seems to have a problem with an anti-vax copper being paid $250,000 of our money despite defying orders. Thank God for that opinion piece stamp there. I can't wait to go back and comb the records from the West Australian over the last 3 years. Just make sure that that opinion is on all the published articles about the importance of vaccination.
It seems like they're trying to protect themselves here, but is it too late? Well, in an absolutely shocking... You know, time is a funny
Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart?
thing. My 37 years of time on this planet, I'm still maybe just tipping the surface of understanding the complexity of how time works. The time in an hour, the time in a day, the time in a year, the time in a decade, the time in a century. It appears simple. It seems like a simple concept that we learn. You know, maybe we've got it all sorted after pre-primary. We learn how the clock works and we learn how to read a clock. Well, we used to. I don't know if we do anymore, but 37 years later, or however many, 30 years later, I'm still struggling to actually fully understand that concept. One of the reasons, again, I'm going to say it, that I believe I have a slightly unique perspective, or more unique perspective than a lot of my generation, is the fact that my father was a lot older. And watching King Charles and Prince William at Normandy, going over the D-Day landings of World War II 80 years later, and listening to those stories, I start to picture my father, who no longer is here, my father being approximately the age of my youngest son during that time. And although he wasn't in England, wasn't in Normandy, wasn't in the thick of it, as so they say. He was down in Hobart, down in the southernmost state of the British Empire, but still told me stories of how at school they were doing drills on how to run into the trenches that were dug at the back of the school. This war swept across the globe, and I am one generation away from experiencing that. Now, that school that my father attended, they would start their assemblies and such with the national anthem, which was God Save the King. Again, I'll just like to specify, this is one generation. This is my direct father, a child in Hobart, the lowest state in the British Empire, part of the British colony known as Australia, established under our constitution as a constitutional monarchy. This is my father. This isn't my great relative. This is my father, the person who shaped my worldview with their passed down knowledge that came from his father before him, and then his father before him. We're still not back to England yet. This is still in Australia. And then I think it's maybe that next generation is the generation that came down here from England. So that's a long time. And even think how long this feels, like 80 years ago. We're talking about D-Day. We're talking about a threat to the entire British Empire by a tyrannical force that was participating in just widespread totalitarianism, just a disregard for human life, genocide. We know the story by now. We know what was going on. And thank God those men succeeded 80 years ago. But thinking about all those things and realising that for 2 years now, almost daily, I have been sending questions, perfectly legitimate journalistic questions to the Premier of our state, a Labor Party representative, with the now Prime Minister, a Labor Party representative, and all but one state in this country being represented by a member of the Labor Party. At the same time, the Labor Party and the Liberal Party, to be honest, because what really is Australia at the moment, supporting continued censorship online.
Just give me the club.
Continued. This censorship is, I've already been a part of this censorship for 4 years now, 3 years, whatever it's been, since the pandemic began. I made my living on the internet. I know what I'm looking at. I know what's happening. I know the amount of censorship that's been going on. Probably unconstitutional censorship. Probably illegal censorship. Under the guise of emergency powers protection, all that stuff to protect you, to keep your health, keep your safety. Now, I can't help but think, I can't help but feel echoes of generations past, of blood running through my veins that has overcome and seen times where this has gone on before, very different times, very technologically very different times, but the same kind of thing. And I think right now
This practice when
is the time.
almost like it's searching for something. Then he finds it. Watch how he settle itself right into the middle of it. Feel that focus. And he got a lot of shots he could choose from.
To
Duffs,
have our own D-Day.
tops and skulls.
Not with violence, not with guns. We don't
There's
need
only
them.
one shot that's in
The only
perfect
gun-
harmony with the feel.
You know, before the gun was a sword,
One shot that's his.
a beautiful, elegant
Authentic shot.
weapon of war that had thousands of years of history. We write stories about
There's a perfect shot out
swords.
there trying to find
The
each
gun
and every
doesn't
one
have
of
the
us.
same
We
thing.
got
A
to
sword
do
is
get
it
ourselves
is
out
an
of
extension of
this
the
way.
human body. It
Let it
thousands of
choose
years
us.
of history. I think the gun is,
Look at it.
in human history, a
Unfair.
brief mistake, a brief tangent. I think that's how to be looked at once enough time has passed. So we don't need
Can't
guns.
see that flag as some dragon you got.
We
to
need the
slay.
modern day equivalent to the sword,
Yeah,
something you can
the
hold in your
sunflowers.
hand, an extension of your hand, you know what I
See
mean?
the
Something
place where
elegant.
the tides and the
And that's what I've
seasons
used this thing as.
to
This
turn
is my
the
sword.
earth all come together.
The other thing that's my sword is my hashtag scale matters, because the sword isn't big enough.
Becomes
And that's part of the problem. That's why this censorship went unnoticed and unchecked,
With your
because
sword, Junior.
unfortunately I was just too small. Everyone who was doing the same as me was too small in these devices. It was too easy to compartmentalise and put us off in solitary confinement, concentration camps, if you will. Prisoner of war camps is what I
Feel it.
am getting
Your
to
hands is why is it in your head.
in the
every morning.
digital space. It takes a
I
while
can't take
to
it,
acclimatise yourself when everything on the board changes.
Hopes I can help you find a way.
But still, we have the same resources around us, the same spirit, the same blood running through my veins that persevered through all other challenges.
That's you.
And I would say right now is the time that we,
That flag.
as Australians, who understand, respect, and still
Think about it.
support
You're looking at it,
the
you look
structures that birthed
That's
this
you.
country,
One shot that's in
to
perfect
take
harmony.
to the beaches of this
Your
country,
authentic swing.
to surround this island continent,
And all that
not
you
with
are.
guns, not with swords, not with threats, not with violence, not with anything, with our phones. The modern day equivalent to the sword. With some type of gesture that says that, hey, the Union Jack on my flag, my Australian flag, still means the same thing that it meant to my father,
my grandfather, my great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather, and I will fight to the death to protect it and to protect its spirit and its presence on this land. And at the moment, I'm doing that with my phone, maybe a selfie, maybe some type of clear gesture to the Labor Party that there will be no challenge on this land because we already are standing with our feet in the sand of this country. You may think you're standing in the house, but we are surrounding you on every beach in this country. Thank you.
Following the broken lines, living on borrowed time, motel rooms, broken hearts all left behind. Swear he couldn't close his eyes as he shifts into overdrive. He's been up and down this road so many times. Just keeps moving. Only the road can tame the rebel in his soul. It's the rhythm of the highway as it goes on down. City lights, there's a fatal sound. A vital man.
Something like the block and say, well, everyone's interested in renovation, but it pales into comparison with our interest in architecture and design to any other time in Australian history, in that period after the war.
New homes built by the last true DIY generation.
Anyone can build their own home. If I can do it, and I am probably one of the clumsiest people in the Southern Hemisphere, every bloke and most women knew how to build it. It was being officially encouraged.
What defines, I think, particularly the houses of the 1950s is they really, in many ways, are the last houses that our great-grandparents or grandparents actually built. Could we return to a do-it-yourself situation again? I think consumers would love to do that. I think most people would love to have a crack at building their own house, and I think it's deeply embedded in our DNA to do that. Rules and regulations unfortunately stop that today. There's too many codes and too many difficulties, too many councils stopping us from really truly returning to those days.
Would-be owner-builders in 1950s Australia have a powerful ally. Legendary architect Robin Boyd.
Well, I became an architect, I suppose, because I wasn't a good enough artist.
Boyd believes that functional Australian housing doesn't have to be ugly.
His views on the rightness of buildings, both in style and in the way they work, have made him one of our most important authorities on architecture.
In the immediate post-war period, people like Robin Boyd in Melbourne got a column in The Age and was decrying the aesthetics of the Australian housing and started a small home service.
Boyd launches the Small Home Service in 1947.
I'm excited to announce the revolutionary new product.
Apple just announced its first mixed reality wearable computer. It's called the Vision Pro.
As somebody who exposes myself to the internet, you would think that my biggest problem would be trolls or people leaving harsh negative comments. Au contraire, my friend. No, because someone who's not a troll or negative comment, at least they can be funny sometimes. I made this one video about monopolies and how Vanguard and BlackRock are like the main players in that field. And okay, yeah, am I doing an interpretive dance? A hundo. Am I wearing a strange outfit? I am. But this guy duetted it on TikTok, and on his side of the duet, he's completely dressed up in an anonymous costume, okay? And he says on the top of his duet, "This is why women can't be taken seriously." Said by the guy in the costume. Alright, so already LOL, LOL there. I mean, the irony was, mwah. That was such a gift of laughter to me. But then, of course, I had to read a couple of the comments because
We often
in the broken lines.
Early in the morning or late at night.
This fever isn't going down. What should we do?
Ask 1-800-Medicare for free, non-emergency health advice 24/7.